Nation Network. What's going on? Hey, it's CVV, Chris Van Vliet, and you guys are crushing it. I want to send you a big pre-congratulations on the 2,000 subscribers that you are so close to hitting. 2K22 is unbelievable, and I love that everybody's kind of jumping on board here and realizing how great the content that you're putting out is. So for the community, a big thank you for being part of the Nation Network, and you guys are just getting started. Woo! Keep it going.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Nation Network. I'm your host, Vince McSham, and we are continuing the 2K22 build of an AEW roster. Looking forward to some more open chat about anything related to the world of pro wrestling, 2K22, AEW, WWE, WrestleMania, all that good stuff. It's going to be a busy couple of weeks when it comes to the world of professional wrestling. So here's a great place for us all to gather together, share thoughts, ideas. Yesterday we had a very entertaining chat section going on with a complete story rundown for what could happen with Cody Rhodes. It won't happen, but it would have been good if it did. You can review the chat log for all that story content information on yesterday's stream if you are so inclined. In the meantime, shout out to Andrew Roberts. Thank you so much for being here so quickly, too. We already got a like on the board. I want to see if we can't get 20 likes in the first hour. We're going to put a challenge down to the nation. Start dropping the elbow on that like button right away. Let's see what we can do. See what we can make happen here in the nation. D-Train! In the house. What's up, D-Train? It's all about the game and how you play it, and he officially has retired from in-ring competition today. That one I just read online. He will not be returning to the ring. They actually had to put a defibrillator, can I say the word? And he's kind of young for that, but I think the steroids use over the many years definitely had something to do with that. So you got a defib and you're not going to get in the ring. Jerry Lawler maybe, but nobody else. Yes, Andrew, there we go. I just got to your comment, but yes, I had heard about it. Serious as a heart attack, literally. Big JH, what's up? Juan Cordero, hey yo. I got a question to all you guys in the nation. Did you come here to see the good guys, or did you come here to see the bad guys? Survey says another win for the NWO. I'm surprised about the fib. That was a little bit of a shocker to me. You know, I mean, a lot of people have a heart attack in their 40s, 50s. He's like, how old is Trips? Do we have an age on him? I'm guessing he's right around mid-50s at this point. Early to mids, somewhere in there. Wi-Fi coming in here, wanting to know about DLC coming out. I think I can help you with that right now, actually. Hold on a second. Did I have that already pulled up here? Let me see. Give me a second. See if I have that. I don't think I deleted it. Go to my desktop. Get that. Yep, there we go. Bingo. All right, DLC content.
Nation Network. What's going on? Hey, it's CVV.
First batch coming
Chris
out on
Van
April
Vliet,
26th, so we got a few weeks,
guys
about a month away.
It. I want to send you a big pre-congratulations on the 2,000 subscribers that you are so close to hitting.
He's almost a wrestler.
2K22 is unbelievable. I love that everybody's kind of jumping on board here and realizing how great
After
the
that, we moved to May
17th.
So we've got the most
for the community,
with
a
Cactus
big thank you for being part
Vader, which
of the
I'm
Nation
looking
Network.
to the roster again.
You guys are just getting started.
From last
Woo!
year.
Keep it going.
Dragonoff and Indy Hartwell. Moving on to my birthday month of June, I get a birthday present. I get 2 packs in June. June 7th on the first half, which will feature Hurricane Helm, Stacy Keebler, A-Kid, Wesley, and Nash Carter. Half of those names I do not have a clue who they are. I'm sure they have something to do with NXT or NXT UK, but either way, I haven't watched the product in so long. Then we moved to the end of June. We got Doink the Clown, which was the reason I stopped watching the WWF back in the day. Ronda Rousey should have been in the game already. The British Bulldog, nice to get him back. Dewdrop a few pounds. Rick Boggs, however we pronouncing his name. And what good would he be without Mr. T? Because we really needed that in the game. But he'll be there. And then they saved the best for last because we don't get RVD until halfway into the life of the game. And that'll come out in July. And then LA Knight, another name that should have been in there much sooner, in my opinion. Zia Lee, another good name to add to the roster. Commander Aziz, don't know him. Saray, don't know. Logan Paul, could care less. And Machine Gun Kelly, it's a waste of space. So there are the overall DLC release schedule as it stands now. I don't expect it to change, but you never know. I guess we will see. I mean, like, if The Fiend was to make a WrestleMania comeback, would they not be able to add him? They just had him in last year's game. The model's there. The scans are there. Not saying he's going to make a return at WrestleMania, but it would. I mean, all right, so yesterday we were doing our fantasy booking. Let's go this route. Everyone's expecting, anticipating, ready for Cody Rhodes to come out and challenge Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. And probably won't happen until WrestleMania. I don't think anyone's going to show up on Monday Night Raw. What if you got all that hype, the lights go out, everyone's thinking, here comes Cody, and boom, standing behind Seth Rollins is The Fiend. Tell me the place doesn't explode. I think that's going to give you a bigger pop than Cody ever would. I think that's real. I mean, if you ask the fans, hey, we'll start right now. I'm asking you, who would you rather, if you could only have one make the return to WWE at WrestleMania, would you rather The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, or would you rather Cody? You tell me right now in the comments section down below, baby. Which of those two names would you want to see? For my money, I would wholeheartedly take Bray Wyatt and The Fiend. It's a much better character, it's a deeper character, and there's no two ways about it. Bray Wyatt cuts a much better promo than Cody Rhodes does. I'm not saying Cody's bad, he's just not as good. And few people are, if we're being honest. Bray's in a very special class when it comes to cutting promos, in my opinion. But you guys tell me right here in the comments. Let's get this thing going. Kick it off. Talk to me. Who do you think? Who do you want if you had the choice? And that's another win for the NWO. So the NWO DLC is already purchasable, is my understanding. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. You got to spend the big bucks for the NWO. So wait a minute. I thought they said it was a day one purchasable DLC. Now, I got it as part of my package, so I got that already. But, I mean, I thought you were able on day one just to buy it yourself. It was probably cheaper to get the whole package. You got to spend big bucks for the NWO. What does big bucks look like? Because I don't have a clue what they're charging for that. I was wondering, to be honest with you. Andrew, turn up your volume, buddy. Turn up your volume, because I'm looking at my meters, man. They're full. Anybody else having trouble hearing me? Last time somebody couldn't hear me, that's because their volume was turned way down on their computer or their digital device, whatever it is they might be listening to. But my meters right here are spiking. Everything Pro Wrestling. Hey, 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 what's up? Well, Undertaker ain't coming back, man. That man's got earned the right to retire, for the love of God. Mason, welcome aboard. Oh, we got a vote for The Fiend. See, I honestly like The Fiend better in the ring as well. He's always reminded me of Dusty in the big man status, although he's actually shed a few pounds, at least last time I saw him. And, man, he can move. I mean, back when he was Husky Harris, I was a fan. Mr. Madman Swiss, welcome back, buddy. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Glad to have you here. We're going to try and hit the 20 likes in the first hour here, guys. Smash that button if you haven't already. Help a brother out. The Accent Smash are not going to be making their return. Matter of fact, I may never be able to walk into a WWE event ever again. Apparently, things didn't go too well between them and the powers that be. What's up, Roger? How are you? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for being here. And D-Train, you're right. That is the last time we saw Bray was Mania. Imagine a full year to the day, practically. Yeah, man, it is tough. Each one's going to get a pop. Now the question is, what's the bigger pop? What's the best longevity? And I'm also looking at the fact that if I'm the WWE, we made Bray Wyatt from scratch. I guess you can make an argument about Cody to a certain degree, but, you know, they made Stardust at the end of the day, and he left, came Cody, and made himself bigger as Cody. And they're kind of bringing him back, most likely, if they do bring him back, in the Cody Rhodes that we're more accustomed to seeing now. I don't see him dyeing his hair dark again, although, hey, never say never. Jaman, doing great, buddy. Glad you're here with us. We're just kicking things off with the $1 million question. If you had a choice and only one name you could choose for WrestleMania to make a return to the WWE, would it be The Fiend or Cody Rhodes? We're going to let that go for about another 2 minutes. So far, I've only got one person chiming in with an opinion on the matter. How can you not? Yeah, I paid the $120 for the NWO, but they're supposed to sell it also separately. It was supposed to be a day one purchase for those that didn't get that wanted the NWO. All good, brother. Good to hear it. See, everything pro wrestling, I agree with you in the sense, but again, I like Bray on both ends a little better, but definitely the promo. I mean, I don't see there even being a contest about that. Huh. Roger, I'd do a little search on that because they said it was going to be available from day one. I just never saw it. I mean, I didn't look in the store because I already had it. But I would do a little checking up on that because it was definitely posted that way. Anybody else have any information? I'm having a good day, man. I'm having a good day. I'm out of work for the day, so that's a good thing. I wish I could just... I am throbbing at the bit right now just to basically tell the powers that be where I'm at, hey, you can take your job and shove it, leaving the keys on the desk, peace out. But if I do that, I affect somebody else's position in the company, and until I'm able to help her get another job outside the company, I owe it to her not to leave her hanging. But my God, I've never wanted to walk out of a job in my life. I've never not given 2 weeks notice, and I can't wait to do it to this company. They earned it so much. I definitely like Cody better in AEW, but I've never been a big Cody fan. I don't know what it is about. I like the guy. He seems cool enough. Wouldn't mind having drinks with him. But when it comes to his promos, they're okay. They're not bad. But he's never made me say, oh, shit, I got to go see a Cody. I was there for his last match against Malachi when they had it on Dynamite, and it was right here in Orlando, so I was there for it. It just didn't... You know, that was a go-home match for these two guys, and it wasn't nothing special. It was good. He doesn't ignite a fire. I don't know too many people that would say that about him. With The Fiend, everything they've thrown his way, he has turned to gold. D-Train, I swear to God, it was all over the internet because people were asking before ordering the game. They wanted to make that decision. And they said you'll be able to, it'll be a day one purchase if you want to pay for it separately. I almost switched. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I read it on more than one site, including their site. All right, we got 2 for The Fiend. 3 for The Fiend. Yes, I know, Mason, and they're all, I've got all the settings as best they can be, and it's roughly about a 20-second delay. I've timed it out. I've listened to my stream on my phone just to see how far behind I am, and it roughly is about 15 to 20 seconds behind. That's just, you know, when you're streaming, that's just going to always be a thing. Even live TV is not really live. Aside from the 7-second delay they built in prior to that, if they didn't have a 7-second delay, it's still probably 5 seconds off by the time. And so in reality, you're really getting like a 12 or 13-second delay. You know, talk to somebody who's at a live event that you're watching on TV, and they can tell you who won the match, and it'll be 10 seconds at least until you see it. You could have multiple TVs on in your house and see that one's a couple of seconds ahead of the other. So there's always a delay in broadcasting in any way, shape, or form, but it's a little worse when it comes to streaming. So I understand that, buddy, and that's why I kind of buy some time, like when I'm putting this up there. But look at this, Bray Wyatt. Everybody's saying Bray Wyatt. Nobody's saying going to pick Cody over Bray. So back to my point. What if this is all a big ruse, and they are just trying to hype the crap out, or let's take this avenue. What if they go my route, Cody doesn't show up, Bray does, there's your pop, boom. We just, realize, oh, man, we've been led down the wrong road. There is no Cody. And then Monday Night Raw comes along, and there's the bomb. So you're getting 2 bangs for the buck. Or they could even pull an AEW and have him come out second and maybe go after Bray. Who knows? I mean, it could all happen. But if you really want, because they've made it clear that they want to have a Hardy return moment. When the Hardys returned, WrestleMania, 33? I was there in Orlando. Matter of fact, I was about 25 feet away from where they came out onto the stage. So when they came out, that place, and that's an outdoor stadium, and I'm telling you right now, it's the first time I've been in one that got that loud. And that place erupted. And they've made it clear that they want that again for this year's WrestleMania. If that is your end goal, I see nothing better for you than Bray Wyatt, because everyone's expecting Cody. Save him from Monday Night Raw, hit him again. Because we all know the Monday after WrestleMania is another hot show with a big international crowd. You want to give them something to talk about. You want your ratings to pop because you know people are going to watch that one. People like me that don't watch Raw anymore will watch that episode. We'll record that episode. Wow, I'm telling you what, D-Train, I cannot believe I know I read the damn thing. Now I'm going to have to look it up later on. Well, and that's why they do this with pre-orders, because what if the game comes out to lousy reviews like 20? Who the hell's going to buy it now? So you kind of suck them in like, hey, if you want these characters, then you better hope the game doesn't suck. Dwight Troy, welcome to the nation, brother. Well, I'm happy to have you here. Welcome to the nation. Get comfortable. Pull up a chair. Get a drink. We've got free hors d'oeuvres over at the bar. Help yourself. Everybody take a quick moment just to hit that like button. We're at 10. Like I said, the first hour, let's get 20 or more. Let's hit it. Let's get this thing booming. It only shows the season pass on the store. Wow. Well, somebody done changed the game plan then, because I can tell you they said it would be purchasable on day one. Andrew, I am on PlayStation 1. Or PlayStation 1. With 2K20, you would have thought you were. No, I'm on PlayStation 4, yes. Make sure you put your name in the invite somehow, like in the message center or whatever the deal may be. I've actually been deleting a ton of people that I have signed on as friends that I don't recognize, that I haven't used, because I just found out with one of the games I've been using lately, Dying Light 2, I still have not been able to play an online assistance portion of Dying Light 2 because apparently if you have more than 300 friends, it's too much for the game to handle. And I had like 640, but that's because I just added everybody that asked, and I know a lot of it came from the streams that I do here and on my other channel that I hardly even look at anymore. So now it's like, if I haven't seen or talked to this individual in a year, then I don't need them here anymore. So make sure I know it's you. That's all I'm saying. Everything Pro, where were you sitting, man? Based on the entrance ramp, where were you? If I'm looking up the entrance ramp, I was on the left side of it. Very close to the entry point, maybe 2 or 3 rows in front of where they actually come out. Then probably about 20 seats over. Well, I mean, the $120 was also including all of the bells and whistles. You also got the full DLC upcoming events, you know, so all the DLCs will be included. It also unlocks everything immediately. Gave you the extra points from My Rise. I mean, you got a little bit more than just the NWO. Hit that like, says Mason. We're doing great on the likes. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Britain, welcome. Dutch thinks they will bury Cody. I agree. Well, they did it to Sting, didn't they? They did it to Sting. What a kick in the dick. Yeah, Dwight, like I said, I think everybody's kind of agreed that this thing did not roll out as well as it should have with a 2-year time. I get you know, put a brand new motor in, or new engine motor. You put a new engine in the game and all that stuff, and there's a bit of development that goes into that. And here's the part that they kind of missed. That's the, what do they call that? Testing? Yeah, testing. Didn't do that too well. The things that are screwed up, some of which have already been fixed, but still, man, it's like the belt issue. Oof, it's a little brutal. It's a little brutal. So you were on the right side, upper level. Okay. You can say like I can say, I was there. And that Hardy thing was, I'll tell you what, me and my cousin went. And when it came down to the last match of the night, which was Taker against Roman Reigns, I was so sick of Roman Reigns at that point because he still had done nothing to earn the push he was getting. He was still about as boring as margarine. And I knew he was going to beat the Taker. And I just looked at my cousin. I said, I refuse to sit here and watch this happen. I said, let's beat the crowd, get to the car, get the hell out of here. And we did. And all that worked out perfectly. We got to the car without any traffic, got the hell out of Dodge. As we're driving away, the fireworks and the pyro were going off. I was not going to watch Roman Reigns go over the Undertaker. Still had to unlock all the showcase stuff manually. Well, yeah, we all have to do that. I had to do that too. Yeah, that part there they were not going to give you the automatic access to. They held NXT characters hostage. I love it. Does feel that way sometimes, right? When we want our guys to come out. All right. I'll keep on poking in on the commentary here. You guys go back and forth with each other. It looks like it was a pretty overwhelming majority that we would see a better result if they can make The Fiend show up at WrestleMania and return and maybe save Cody for the next night. Monday Night Raw. Or maybe have him come out after The Fiend. Again, I look at what AEW did with Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole. When Adam Cole came out, that was it. The night's over. There's our mega pop, and nobody saw that. We all thought it was going to be, Bryan Danielson. Didn't happen. And then all of a sudden, there's that music that everybody knew, and you got this euphoric second pop. It's kind of like, having multiple orgasms. It's like, whoa, where'd that one come from? And I think the WWE really wants to be able to have something like that, and that's how you get it done, boys. So if they can make that happen, then they will hit a home run just from the overall experience. They also announced no Royal Rumble this year, no Andre the Giant Royal Rumble. They might do it on another night, like maybe the Monday after or maybe the Friday before. But they're not doing it at either day on WrestleMania. So no Battle Royal at all, and no Andre, obviously, which I was a little disappointed in that. I'm not a big Battle Royal fan personally, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that will not be appearing at WrestleMania, even with 2 days of coverage, by doing that. So, you give and you take. Britton, the answer to that question is real simple. It's money. That's all it comes down to, is it's money. Legends don't sell the game. They just don't. There's people like me and a lot of people on this channel, because we are based around old school wrestling, that do want that. We want a Legends only game. But when you sell a Legends only game, like Legends of WrestleMania, which I'm not going to get into how good or bad the game was. I actually thought it was okay. Not as good as the 2K series, for example, but in its own way, it had its own niche. But did it sell? No. Didn't sell. And they generally don't. You look at Legends of Wrestling and all those other games, they don't have the same sell-through as a current-day roster game will. So are they going to invest in a game that's not going to sell? No, they're not. Will they add some Legends to the game, knowing they have the ability to do that and sign Legend contracts, which is kind of a big blanket statement? So with a Legends contract, they can put them in 100 different things and they're still getting paid the same money. So whether they put videos out of these guys, whether they put video game and put them in the video games, T-shirt sales, whatever they want to do, it's all covered in the one contract. But then you also have to go with who's going to sell. Now, I think Mr. Perfect would be a good name to have in there. But they've also had him in a few games, whereas Umaga hasn't been in forever, and a lot of people have been asking for that. Vader wasn't in last year's. Now they're bringing him back, which I think that's the right thing to do. All right, Snoopy Channel. Go ahead and send me an invite. I'll pick it up after the stream. The IC title, isn't that in custody of Shinsuke Nakamura? Yeah, I mean, look, the Andre Battle Royal, to me, only made sense is if you had, like, Amos would be winning it this year. That's what it's built for, is the big man to fill the shoes of Andre the Giant to the best of your ability. And, yeah, when Cesaro won it, I'm kind of like, what? And then I think Baron won it one year, right? I mean, he's a big guy. I don't know. I just feel like it hasn't done anything for anybody's career. It's more just about the name recognition for Andre the Giant, and he should be part of WrestleMania. Legends of WrestleMania, part of it was the controls, part of it was the gameplay. I still like the game. I mean, I don't pick it up and play it right now, but I'm just saying, I don't think it was bad. It wasn't as good, but for what it was all right. It didn't have the creation suite like this one, or even the other, 2K products that were out there at the time, or we were probably still in THQ back then, I think. But either way, the creation suite was nowhere near as good. Wrestling purists. All right, buddy, enjoy the NWA. I can't stay with that program anymore. I tried. It just, man, COVID took down a couple of companies that I really liked. One of them was MLW. I just am not a fan of what they've got going on now anymore. And NWA, just, I feel like they were starting to get there. They were going to do the Crockett Cup right when COVID came. It was already up, pay-per-view. I'd ordered it. And it was maybe 4 or 5 days before the pay-per-view that they said we can't do it. And I just felt like, man, they had so much stamina and steam going in at that point in time, and I don't know. They lost a lot of their talent. They lost Ricky Starks over that. Not that it was like revenge or anything, but he just got a better offer in the meantime. You had Eddie Kingston back then over there. He's gone. You had Homicide. He's been back briefly, but generally gone. It's just they lost a lot of names, Ken Anderson gone. A lot of names that were making them, to me, legit, whereas now, it ain't the same. It just ain't. And it doesn't have the same vibe to me either, so. Oh, Ricochet's got the title. When did he get it? Theo, welcome, buddy. And I think you might be onto something. The Andre title, winning the Memorial Battle Royal is a curse because nothing good's come from it yet. That's for sure. We are halfway into the first hour. We got 12 likes. We want 20. If you haven't already slammed the like button, go do it. Hit that button like it owes you money. Yeah, again, I think they could have made a couple of simple things similar to the SmackDown versus Raw versus SmackDown, or whichever game was going on at that time. I think it was the THQ brands. And if they would have had it a little bit more towards that style, I think they would have done much better. A couple of weeks ago. Okay, well, that's why I don't know about it, because I really don't watch the product that much. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Blazed Radio. Blazed in the house. What's up, buddy? Blaze taking a punch at the like button. Oh, hit it again. Hit it again. All right, let's do a little something here as well, because I'm having a great time. Blaze, you can weigh in on this, man. We had a poll that we were doing at the very beginning of the stream. Not too late to get your voice heard. If you had the choice and you can only choose one, who would you want to see make their WWE return at WrestleMania? Cody Rhodes or The Fiend? You can only pick one. Any of you who just joined us late, join in to the conversation. Let me see, in the meantime, what our favorite creators have been up to since yesterday. Blaze, I agree with you, man. Way too long, but I feel like it's always been that way. But what I thought they might get around to doing this year, and it looks like everybody's pretty much the same as what we last saw. By the way, how is he doing? 522. He needs to go up, man. I mean, this needs to be jumping. If you're looking for a Luchasaurus, man, Grave Worm has it. And it is phenomenal. Gotta admit, the Cactus, Mankind, Dude Love, all looking good. I believe only Cactus is coming out as DLC, though. I think these other two won't be included, so I guess you could always add them separately and just do the attires yourself. Or you could download them right here. This is Dynamite. It does great work. That's why he's in my list. Oh, Malenko's new. He wasn't there yesterday, I don't think. Not bad. Looks good. Got the clover leaf, so boom, there's your thumbs up. Keep hitting that like button down below, ladies and gentlemen. It does help. It really does make a difference. I used to think that was hype, but it's not. The hype is real. Just like wrestling. It's real to me, damn it. Ooh, Blaze. Taking a shot from the other side of the bow. You're our first official Cody. There have been a couple that have been on the fence, like Cody for the in-ring work and Brave for the promo. But you're the first guy saying all in Cody. Let's see. Well, you make a good argument. You make a good argument what Wyndham would do outside of the machine. But, man, we know what he can't do, and he made that. And I just don't think it's done yet. I think there's so much left to do because it hasn't been done right yet. So I would love to see The Fiend, I think, and then save Cody for Monday night. Just when people think, oh, shit, we got swerved. Then hit him again. Ace. What's up, Acey, baby? I found one that I honestly think was pretty good. Let's jump over here real quick. It was a while back, so I'll probably have to put it back in again, but I don't mind. Oh, Jungle Boy. As soon as I find, oh, good, one page, I like that. Let me see. It could have been this one, but I don't think it was. Hold on. No, I think it was this dude here. Macho Hillbilly. That sounds right to me. Tell you in a second. Let me check something. Yeah, because he had the ponytail, which I'm going to switch out to the bushy hairstyle. Yep. I like this one a lot. I've run him through the paces a little bit, and I feel like it's a good match, so. Yeah, because he has Jake Perry as the name, which is supposed to be Jack Perry, right? Isn't it Jungle Jack Perry? But either way, I just turn it into Jungle Boy either way. But I like this one a lot. Like the way he plays. Think he did a good job on the, I mean, the attire's pretty simple anyway, but it looks good to me. He's got my official approval seal of as close as you're going to get. Face looks pretty damn good too, I think. Yeah, Blaze, that's what I thought was going to happen. It's like, all right, so you're in the regular game mode, outside the universe. You build a tag team. Would you like to import it? Yes. I don't know. When you see how much is not working with the game now on stuff that's always worked, imagine if they would have rolled out a new thing where you can import a tag team to universe mode. I guarantee you it would destroy your universe. So probably better that they didn't, but if you wanted to have the same tag team set up in both, which I normally do with a lot of them, it is double the work. And you're right, it is time consuming, always has been. It's no better now than it's ever been before. These are the things we have to deal with, though, right? Infrared, I'm doing good, buddy. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Superominous or something like that. Welcome. You got too many vowels in there, man. You lost me at super. Or you had me at super. Let's go with that. We're going to call you Soup. Which one the WWE would screw up the least? I like the logic. Okay, so we got a couple on the Cody Rhodes now over the Fiend. There you go, Ace. Check him out. I think you'll like him. Infrared, nothing, man. Just doing this thing. Having a conversation, and the conversation is, if you want to weigh in, if you could only choose one name of the following two, which one would you want to see make the WWE return at WrestleMania? Would it be The Fiend or Cody Rhodes? You make the call. Yeah, Blaze, I agree, man. It's kind of what we all end up doing each year, it seems. Find a way to make a workaround for everything. I'm actually going to be trying something else again today that we did yesterday, but I didn't like the results at all. And this time what I'm doing is a little bit different. I'm going to try the tag team titles again. The images were just so horrible. And then I'm looking back at my original images, and I'm like, wait a minute. These are good. They're clean. They're clear. Why do they look like crap in the game? So I'm breaking them down by plate this time to see if making it a smaller plate makes it better instead of having, the whole thing together. So kind of going one plate at a time. And I'm also going with the 512 by 512 to see if that makes a difference. Which hopefully it will. Because like I said, as I'm looking back over my images, I'm like, no, these are clean. I don't know why it's coming out so bad. And I've actually just uploaded them now while I was telling you guys all that. So let's bounce out. Yeah, we'll bounce out of there. Go to Image Manager, which I got to say, this is all working better. Last year, holy shit. Uploading an image, it was a task. You'd have to upload it 25 times, and then hopefully one of them it would actually appear. Talk about spamming. Wow. But this time around, it's working smooth as silk. And there's no 20 limit on downloads, so you can really do what you need to do. All right, let's go to our championships. Let's go to edit. And let's see if we can make this thing look a lot better because you see how blurry it is already. Edit. Go to our front plate. Delete that. Custom images. And it should, in theory, be the last one down here, you would think, since I just uploaded it. Yeah, it is. Good. Oh, much cleaner. Look at that. All right. So that was a good move. And it'll also size out much faster as well. So, okay, well, that solved that problem. Whoa, why are we doing that way? Shrink back down. There you go. And again, it won't be a perfect fit, but at least for now, it's something. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go that way. I'm going to go to the emboss because now we have something to actually work with. And yeah, right around that 11 to 13 mark is where I like to be. Go that way there, and now we're going to add another one. And this one's going to be our rectangular, and then we're just going to bring that all the way up like so, and then we're hopefully be able to stretch it all the way across. Otherwise I got to rotate, and I probably will have to rotate. We'll see. If it looks like we're going to make it. Cool. And then with that, we're going to go and make that leather. Did I miss leather? Oh yeah, it's up here on this one. Go to color. We're going to try and match the black a little bit. And there's that. Let's see if we change that to default. Yeah, that might actually be a better match. So we'll go with default. And then we're going to move it. So you have that. And as long as you put it on top of a plate, it will show up in gameplay mode. All right, let's go here. And let's... These were horrible. I can't believe how bad they showed up. And this was in-game content. And again, we're going to go to our design. Nope, sorry. My bad. Custom images. I'll tell you what, let me see if I can't switch out those plates to something that matches better. We want something a little bit more... And we want 4 of them if possible too, so let's see. That might not be so bad. Let me check a couple other ones real quick, but yeah, I'm thinking that's going to work. All right, so back to the plates. This time we'll actually go in order, so I don't have to move stuff around, and we'll just go ahead there. Stretch it across. You can't intentionally edit Imperium, New Day, or Hurt Business. Okay, that's a new one on me because I haven't tried to do any of that. What? It's an upside down unknown. Yep, you got me, Super. Infrared, you got a day off. Damn it, man. Good for you. If anybody's earned it. Monster Jam Freak, welcome aboard. The Jeff Hardy attire created by whom? The question that we were posing, Infrared, if you didn't hear it, is if you had to choose, and you can only choose one person to make their return for the WWE at WrestleMania, would you choose Cody or The Fiend? Only one of them can make their return. It's still a majority for Bray Wyatt / Fiend. But it's getting closer because Cody got a couple. He got a couple in. All right, what am I looking for? I need my... Save that. There we go. And then we're going to go back to customs. Yeah, that'll be a better fit. We're going to apply that. Single. Got that there, and then we'll go with our emboss again, and much better than it was before. Now swap over here. Go ahead and apply that. That's looking pretty good for what it is. Hey, it's better than nothing, right? And I would love to upload this, but it won't let me. I don't get to upload belts this year. It only shows me one belt, even though I've got several. And I'm using my own original stuff, so it's not like I thought originally I was using maybe people's images that can't be re-uploaded, but I'm not. I mean, I was originally. I thought that was the issue. So then I started doing my own stuff, and it hasn't made any difference. Let's see if this makes it a little quicker. The side to side will definitely be quicker. Nah, it's still going to be about the same. Turning out width-wise takes longer than height. I'm not sure why that is. Apply that single. Well, now that I know this makes a big difference, then I'm just going to redo the other, I forget which other title I did. Probably the women's? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the women's I did the same. I'll get done doing all this, and then all of a sudden they'll send a patch up that fixes all the titles that people have uploaded, and it is what it is. But I know a lot of people have been frustrated with the fact that they put a championship title together and then you can't view anything but a black strap, and this is the way around it for now. Works like a charm, and it doesn't look that bad. I mean, this is how we used to do it back in the old days. The old days. I feel like an old man when I say that. Grab our... And... And we've got another vote for The Fiend. Stretches his lead out just a little bit there. Now, you can divide it into multiple images. I haven't had to do that in the past, but that's what I'm doing now, and you're right. It made a big difference. So, Dual Troy, you're correct. That is a efficient workaround. Apply that. And this will complete my tag team title. Here we have it. Take a look at that. Much cleaner. Very clean. So you still have the blacked out plate behind it, which, you know, is it visible? Yeah. Is it perfect? No, but you know what? What I do like about this versus the other way that we've always done it, and that we'll end up doing it once the patch comes out, is at least this actually has a plate and there's some thickness to it. Unlike the way it'll look when we go back to the other way, it never has that thickness to it. But this actually looks like raised steel to me a little bit better. See what I'm talking about? So I'm okay with this. Wouldn't be my first choice on how to get it done, but it works. Already have all the title information in there, so boom, just save it. And I'll end up doing that with the FTW one as well, now that I know it makes such a big difference. AEW one's already okay. TBS one is already okay. And now the tag team title looking so much better. So really it's just the FTW one that I have to do, and I'll do that separately. I could even use this one in the meantime. It's all good in the hood. All right, well, we got that taken care of. Much happier with that. Blaze, if you are responding to what I said earlier, so no, it will only allow me access to one title to upload. So right now, for example, here we go online. You just saw how many belts I have, right? Those are all now mine, with all of my images that I personally uploaded. I didn't take them from anybody else off of the Community Creations tab where they can have that not re-uploadable tag on them. I started from scratch like you saw me with this one. So this tag team title is 110% mine, right? I should be able to upload that. So let's go to uploads. And let's go to titles. Championship. Shows that I've uploaded no championships, okay? And when I go to select one, that's it. I just have this one to select, and that's it. So let's go ahead and upload that for fun. I'm not even going to bother putting the hashtag on it because it's... Oh, excuse me. I guess I am going to put a hashtag on it. It says, don't tell me what you're not going to do. One nation, that is my standard. Whatever I do end up uploading once this is fixed, if it ever gets fixed, that's how you'll find my stuff, by putting the number 1, the word nation, with no space. Speaking of which, take a look down below. If you're not already joining us on Twitter, go ahead and do that. And that is at One Nation Network. And remember, you're sharing the N in the middle. All right, so that's up there now. That's a beautiful thing. Maybe it'll let me put another one. Nope, it shows that I only have one belt to upload. So I'm going to send that over to 2K as well. I've been clipping some stuff and sending it over to them saying, fix your shit. This will be the next thing. And I'm sure it's happened to other people. I don't know. Hey, has this happened to any of you guys? Have you built content, particularly the belt, I guess, at the moment? That's all I have to really go off of. And it's one of the reasons why I haven't wanted to create much, because it's been a pain in the ass trying to share things. Yeah, it's odd, don't you think? Now, have you had that? Have you uploaded any titles? Any championships? D-Train, I'm presuming you just saw what we did with the tag team title. And if not, all you got to do is go back about the last 15 minutes. I just finished doing the AEW tag team title over again because it came out so crappy yesterday. Much better today by going single plates. Speaking of which, let me see if I can even do that. If I can upload my images. Because then you can grab the plates and do it yourself. Or the renders, I should say. What was that? All right, here we go. Yeah, boom. So once again, One Nation is how you'll find it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But it just showed a different image a second ago. Let's see if that stands up or not. I'm going to try this. See what kind of hot mess it is. Shows that it downloaded the right one. It's showing a different image here, but I think it might be uploading the right one. We'll do a search here in a second and see what happens. But this is part of the mess. It is 2K22 right now, is it not? We're at 16 likes. I've been losing track here. We want 4 more. Guys, if you're new to the stream, click that like button. Let's get to 20. The goal was 20 in the first hour. Just went past the 1 hour mark, but we can do this. Okay, that's showing the right one. Let me go back here. Let me go back in. And now it's only showing 1 out of 40, though. Now it's showing 0 out of 40. I don't know. Let's try this. Go to images. Okay, they are there. So even though it's showing me all kinds of different information, incorrect information, these are the logos that I have uploaded thus far. Have at it, boys, if you want them. So you download these, using them individually, and you'll definitely have a much better tag team title. You just have to make sure you have a plate down. I use the Intercontinental for the front plate, and I forget which ones I used for the side, but you can look back on the video if you want to use that as reference, or you can make up your own. And then paste these on top, and just know that you're going to have to put a black layer underneath them if you don't want the mismatched belt to show through. If that's not an issue for you, then you can leave the belt and just try and match the gold chrome color scheme. And there you have it. Then you can have a halfway decent looking championship title. And that'll work with all the other ones too. When I upload additional renders for the plates, I'll also upload them here. Yeah, the same thing happening here, Blaze. It's not showing, but if you do the search, it's there. So I guess at the end of the day, that's really all I care about, is that if I'm uploading stuff, people have the chance to download it. Hashtag LTD. Let me see. Let me see what happens here. By the way, if we look at the most recent stuff, all of a sudden the plates are right there too. So we know that they're out in the wild and you can go grab you some. The Hitman. Cody Rhodes with the porn stash. And slightly off dream tattoo. All right, let's see. LTD. What am I looking for? Championships, you said, right? Hashtag. I'm going to guess those are yours. Yep, there it is, Blaze McCoy. So you're right, they're there. But it doesn't show you in your own personal upload category, just like it's not showing me in mine. World Tag Team Championship. What is that? Duchess Tag Team Championship. Monday Night Meltdown. That's a good name. He comes up with some good stuff, guys. You got to check out the channel. He's got some really original content, original Caw characters. Monday Night Meltdown is an awesome name for a show. Crazy 8 Championship like that, too. The Gladiator G6 Tag Team title. Blitzkrieg. These all yours, yeah? Yeah. Another Meltdown, and then Nuclear Meltdown. When a regular Meltdown is just not enough, there's your Nuclear option. That'd be a good name for a wrestler, the Nuclear option. Oof. Oof. Let me get a closer look at one of these here. That is a detailed title right there, boys and girls. Yeah, between Meltdown and the Nuclear title, or Nuclear option, what was it called? Nuclear? Hold on. Go back this way. Nuclear Meltdown. I like those two in particular. They just, I could hear those things and then automatically start booking around that. Monday Night Meltdown. All right, let's go back here real quick. Let's see. Oh, the Meltdown's not yours? I thought it had your name attached to it. Mason, I do not. Blaze Radio does. All the stuff that you see on mine is somebody that either currently exists or has existed in the past. Or I did do a brief season 2 years ago, I think it would have been, when 19 came out, where we did a fictitious BWF. What was that? BWF? What was that? BCW. BCW, that's what it was. And I had fun with it, but it's not my thing. It's just not. We got people to do that already. We got Blazed out there, so. And he does it better than I would, that's for sure, because I just don't have that. I like writing for characters that we all know already, and that's, for me, what works best. And for me, starting to develop multiple. And he's got a bunch of roster people, and he's got all these different little things about them, and I let him take that on. That he's got that down. Yeah, Theo, a lot of people having the same basic issues. It is what it is. But now that we got Twitter up and running again, and once again, if you're not joining us on Twitter yet, go ahead, man. It's right down there. Add me. I tend to add people back. That's a courtesy thing. Also want to see what you guys are getting into. A lot of times it'll help give me direction with what we do here on the show. Okay, where am I at here? We're at 17 likes. Chugging along there, chugging along there. Let's get to 20. Come on, man. If you haven't already dropped the elbow, done the big Superman punch on that like button, go do it right now. All right, I want to take a look at the AEW official roster to see if there's anyone else I was still looking for immediately that I feel, and I do have one name already in mind. Let me see if anyone else is in there in the mix before I get to there. Then I got to do a count and see how many I've currently tied up in slots. It may be a while before I find a Brian Pillman Jr. that I like. If anyone sees one up there in the meantime, do give me a heads up on that. I am in the market for Brian Pillman and Griff Garrison. I do like them as a young tag team, and I've got definitely a place for them. But I just haven't found one that's good yet. No disrespect to anyone who's putting stuff out there. I mean, everyone's at different levels, but... Colt Cabana. I have not looked for a Colt yet. Let's see if anyone's gotten there yet. That's not what I want. This is what I want. Let me see if putting the whole name makes any difference. I'm actually curious about that. Nope, still gives me the same too. No. Gonna wait that one out. Gonna wait that one out. I didn't really want him that badly. We're good there. We got that. Picked up Ethan Page the other day. Let's see. Let's see if we got a good fuego. Oh my goodness, let's go. Got a lot of people putting them up there. This might be one of those deals where you'll find the stronger candidates towards the latter pages that maybe are more recently uploaded and haven't had a chance to climb the ladder. And I'm not blown away right now. This is probably the best one that I've seen so far, at least from thumbnail standpoint. But I'm going to wait it out a little longer. Let's see what else we got down here. Already got that. Picked that up yesterday. Got that. They still show Marco Stunt on the official roster. When was the last time anybody saw Marco Stunt on any of their stuff, even Dark? Guy has not been around in a minute. Nakazawa, I haven't seen him around a little bit either. Oh, yeah, let's see if... Let's see what's doing here. They all look pretty much this. Well, wait a minute now. Here's a slightly newcomer. That doesn't look terrible. I'm not sure about the tights so much, I don't know. Let's see. What else we got here? Go to page 2 and 3, and maybe by then... There's so many of this one here. That doesn't look bad. Feel like one of these will probably be a hit. Oh, yeah. What's up with that hat? I've seen him wear that thing. It looks ridiculous. But the fact that it's in there, that's a lot of detail. Got the moves, I think. Is that his moveset there? I've seen it before, so I'm not sure that's his. I'm going to give it a thumbs up anyway, just because I think it does look pretty good from here. Not sure we're going to jump yet, but definitely into contention. This one is the one that's kind of grabbing my focus right now. That didn't age well, did it? And that's got the Feast Your Eyes finisher, so we know that doesn't have a moveset yet, which is one of the things I'm going to be doing here in this stream in a little bit, is going over the guys that don't have a accurate moveset and see if we have those separately already up and available to us, which I would think a Sammy would probably be there by now. Let's see, this doesn't look too bad. Let me jump in here. Well, here's what I'm thinking. Let's go back in time here a little bit. A lot of detail in this one. I'm going to go ahead and take that. We'll take a close look at it. I don't know that he'll survive the test of time as people start putting more stuff up. But for now, he's in there. And that is Internet Man Musician. Internet Man Musician. He's a caw guy. This one actually doesn't look bad either. Well, we're going to take a look at that one that we got right now first, and we'll go from there. One other one I'm hoping to find. Because MJF needs company. And only 2 pages, so it won't take too much to go through there. Let me see what we got going on here. So maybe. See what we got over here. Oh, that's it. Okay, well, short and sweet. So it narrows it down to 2, but I'm going to stick with the one I got. I feel like that one's probably the stronger candidate of the 2 at the moment. And anyone else? Go to our most downloaded one more time. This one's been hanging on for me as the best of the best when it comes to Brody King. And now that there's been a little bit more time, I figure we'll take a look at the top 2 or 3 pages and see if anything else kind of gets up into contention. But early on, I'm not seeing anything. No, I'm going to stick with... And I had him originally, I might have gone back too far, I did. I had him on my original download roster before Universe Mode was crashing on me and I had to start all over again. I just thought by now maybe something else would have come along, but nope, he still holds through the test of time. And that's going to be all my downloads for roster for today. So now we can get back to the business at hand. Joey Janela, though, I mean, is that a real loss, Infrared? Yeah, Julia Hart, I want her, too, to round out the team. I don't like what they're doing with her at the moment, but I'm going to give it a little more time. I thought she was a great compliment to them as a cheerleader, since they're supposed to be a couple of varsity guys. Thought it was a great fit. She's cute as shit. Works out that way. Easy on the eyes is always good. Marco's stunt never should have been there to begin with, in my opinion. When Jim Cornette would refer to them as all petite wrestling, every time it got me, I'd crack up because it is. You got a guy who's like 5'3", weighs about $110 on a good day, and he's supposed to be throwing 230-pounders around? What? You only hurt your own product, okay? And if Joey Janela, who wasn't exactly a top performer in my opinion, wants to use that as his out, then go for it, man. You didn't sell tickets. In case you ain't looked around, they got enough roster to make 3 organizations, so they ain't going to miss you. House of Black Vest. All right. I still haven't gone through to delete images yet, which I do need to do that. He was auditioning for America's Got Talent as what? What does he do? Dual Choi, you had never heard them referred to that before, as that before? Yeah, Jim Cornette was calling him that for the longest time. He still does occasionally, but now they finally got what he calls adults in the house. And it's hard to argue with that because, yeah, it really was the inmates running the asylum for a while. Yeah, again, there's no loss there whatsoever to be had. I don't know what those two guys were bringing in, but it's money saved. I mean, all right, let's look at today versus, 3 months ago, for example. For both of them, you could use them because they're going to need to fill out a Ring of Honor roster. They're not going to keep all of the guys Ring of Honor. They've made that clear. I'm going to presume, but what do I know, that the Briscoes end up in the NWA since they gave them the Crockett Cup. They seem to not want to have them in the ROH because of some comments that were made a while back, and everyone's got such candy-coated feelings nowadays that you're not allowed to be homophobic, you're not allowed to be this, you're not allowed to be that. Growing up, man, I'm an Italian background. I was a Dago. I was a Wop. Didn't matter. We didn't give a shit. Who was my friend? Who was a Polak? Who was a Dago? Who's a Wop? We dropped the N-word, and it didn't mean shit back then. It's just all of this stuff has just gotten so out of control. Now you got guys swimming against women and taking the women's championship, and now people are starting to get upset about it. Y'all should have got upset about that when this all crap started about a decade ago, and you let it. When you let a fire burn, don't be surprised when it burns down your house. The minute you see that first flame, you put that shit out. And when you don't, you deal with it later, and that's where we're at. He's a singer? What? So hold on a minute. Let me make sure I'm getting this right, because I'm going to go check on this. I got to see this. So we are, just to be clear, Marco Stunt is the singer. Is that the name I can maybe find him under? Because I need to see me some Marco singing. And maybe he's a hell of a singer. What do I say? I mean, you don't got to be big for that. No, he is. Hold on a minute. What? All right, hold on a minute. Here goes Marco. All right, hold on a minute. He doesn't know how to use a microphone. It's the microphone's next to his ear half the song.
You guys ready? 1, 2, 3.
He's got an interesting voice. I'll give him that. I mean, he's got kind of a high-pitched thing going on, which I wouldn't imagine if he came out with like a Pavarotti. Oh, solo mio. I would have, wouldn't expect that to come out of that. Interesting. I don't know that I'd want to hear it much. But, yeah. Okay, he sings. It's going to be interesting to see how he does on America's Got Talent. I didn't say he was awesome. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Schneider Ramirez, hello there. Welcome to the stream. Get comfortable, man. Pull up a chair, get a drink, and there are free hors d'oeuvres at the bar. Yeah, Barry White voice. There you go. You'll never know. I keep searching. Yeah, that wouldn't come out of Marco. If it did, everybody'd be just like jaws on the ground, eyes falling out of the skull. Schneider, by the way, question of the day that we're going with everybody on here is, if you had to choose and you can only choose one of the following two wrestlers, who would you want to see make their WWE return at WrestleMania? Would it be Cody? Or would it be The Fiend / Bray Wyatt? I'm not going to tell you right now who's in the lead because I don't want to in any way influence your decision. The WB's frog. Oh, my. Tom Watts in the house. Welcome aboard. For all you guys just jumping in here, click that like button for us. Let's keep on pushing this thing up the hill. And we have the question, Tom. You're definitely going to have an opinion on this. I want to hear it. If you can only choose one of the following two names, which wrestler would you want to sign to return at WWE's WrestleMania this year? And you can only choose one. Is it Cody or The Fiend / Bray Wyatt? Prime time in the house. Dropping those likes. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. Prime time, in case you missed it. What's the question of the day, you ask? It's real simple. Who would you sign to return at WrestleMania if you can only sign one? Cody or The Fiend? Thank you, Tom. You the man. I can count on you all the time. Appreciate you. The nation strong. All right, where was I here? I'm trying to think of the easiest way to identify my roster moveset without having to... I don't know if there is a way. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually have to look at each one individually. Okay, well, it is what it is. Bring back Husky Harris. I might be the only person who liked it. I thought Husky Harris was a good character, man. I mean, that name can still work in my book. I already know he's good. He's good. We only want custom, sorry. Definitely okay there. I don't know what Allie's moveset is, so for now I'm not going to worry about that. Let's see if Anna J has the Queen Slayer. That's basically what I'm going to do, is go straight to the finishing maneuvers, and if those are accurate, then I'm going to presume everything else is at least good enough to get me going. And if it's one of these two defaults that everybody seems to be using, then we're going to have to go in there and tweak them up. So we go to moves and finisher. Rear naked choke, so she's good. Andrade, his is good. I remember that already. I don't even know what theirs is, but at least I'll know if it's a generic one or not by looking. Again, I like the fact that it holds Spear 3, Feast Your Eyes. So that would be something that needs to be tweaked out then, I guess, right? So, Austin Gunn. Let me just check Billy's real quick. Billy's good to go. I'm almost tempted to just switch his moves to them, at least for now. Only problem is then it's, well, let me try this. Hold on. Copy from custom. Here's Billy, and then what we want to do is go here, remove the attributes. We're going to remove weight detection. And I think that's it for now. That should keep them at their lower rating. So, all right, they got the moves at least, and then I can go and tweak that out later on, but and he still holds his 80 versus the 86. Okay. Bobby Fish. I don't even know what his finishers are. I wasn't watching a lot of him, to be honest with you. I'd already given up on NXT by then, but those are definitely unique. So I'll say that he's got his updated. Not going to worry about that. Not going to worry about that. That's already good. Oh, just downloaded him. We got to work on that in a minute. Braun Breaker. Yep, he's good to go. I don't even have a clue what his finisher looks like. But end of day spinning powerbomb, that looks like they've tweaked his moveset enough. Old Bret the Hitman Hart. Pretty sure this one is good to go. Single leg knee, arm trap, crossface, yes. Cash Wheeler. I'm going to say yes on that. I really don't know what his individuals are. Although he had a hell of a match against CM Punk the other night. I got questions about Jericho here. Hold on a minute. Spinning back. Oh, yeah, no, they definitely did. Recoil, Boston Crab. What the hell is recoil? Oh. I'm wondering, because I have yet to hit him with the, who's-you-call-it? Ground. Facing up. Snap elbow kick to the head. Basement springboard moonsault. There we go. Lion salt is what I was looking for. Okay. As long as it's in the game and he's got it in his moveset, I'm good. Jericho's good. Corey Graves. I have no idea what his moveset is. Oh, that definitely looks like it'd be his. Lucky 13. Okay. Colton. Now what we'll do with his is copy from custom and take it from his brother and basically give him all the same for now. And I'll tweak those out separately later, but that'll also keep him at the lower rating. I am sure Cody is done. Yes. Saw a really good Diamond Talus Page. CM Punk's got his moves in there, I'm sure. Yeah. Looked really sharp. Danhausen's is done. Darby, good question. Diving senton bomb, free fall back elbow. I guess that'd be closest thing to a coffin drop. Arquette, I don't know what he's got anywhere. We're going to let him go. Dax Harwood. Sharpshooter arm. He's got the same moveset. So I'm going to guess that those two guys might not. So FTR, we're going to see if there's movesets that we can upload. Eddie. Spinning power bomb. End of days. No, Eddie should have the back fist. Ripcord Lariat, Dominator. Yeah, we're going to probably check on Eddie. So FTR and Eddie Kingston. Hers are good, and I tell you, I love this call right here. Such good work. Ethan Page, I have no idea what his moveset is, but that looks like it's been tweaked enough that it must be right. Evil Uno. That looks good to me. Wicked Stepsister, huh? What's going on with the Fiend? There he goes. All right, Hook. I'm pretty sure I've already seen that his moves are right. Yes, yes. Wait, that's signatures. Let's go to finishers. And that is correct. Okay. Jade Cargill. Yep, we're good there. Only 3 so far. Oh, yeah, I picked up Joe Hennig yesterday. Well, he was as Curtis Axel, and I gave him his real name back because I'm going to continue in some way. Because, I just think this is a guy who hasn't had his proper run. Running swing, neckbreaker, fisherman suplex. I'm going to... Oh, well, since we're here, hello. Let's go to signatures. We're going to go with a running forearm of sorts. Basically, we were looking for the axe attack. And that might be it right there. Yeah, I like this one better. It's a little bit higher up. Alright, so that makes him the way I want him to be. Hardy's okay. Lethal. Almost positive I checked on him yesterday, but let's double check. Yep, we got that. I would not know his moveset if my life counted on it. Yeah, that's not it. Alright, what did I say? We have FTR. There was one other. I'll figure it out in a minute. Oh, wow. Really? They didn't get this one right either? We gotta get Moxley's moveset in there. I should be writing these down. Didn't think there was gonna be this many. Once again, thank you for the likes, guys. We hit the 20. Took a little longer, but that's all right. We got there. That's what matters. Keep on pushing. Purist enjoyed NWA Power. I might go check it out later. I don't know. Maybe I need to just give it another whirl. Neil Hooper, welcome to the nation, buddy. Is it worth it? Well, when you say worth it, it depends on a lot of things. A, which version of it are you looking at spending money on? B, what is the mode of play that you're going to be most interested in playing? So are you more into the online thing? Or are you looking just for universe? Are you all excited about the GM mode? Because I'll tell you right now, don't get too excited about the GM mode. Nobody is. I don't like GM mode to begin with, but even by my standards, this thing failed. And it's not a patchable fail. Yeah, when you can only defend your world title and your tag team titles, I believe, right? So you can't defend an Intercontinental or a U.S. or a women's title, any of that stuff. That's not a universe mode. When the matches can be 5-star, but it doesn't help your ratings, that's not an accurate universe mode. And these are not patchable fixes. It's just the way it is. So if you're a GM mode person, you won't probably want to spend that money. Universe mode, they took away the option for promos, which for most people, not a big deal. For me, it is because of what I do here on the streams. And it's making me have to cut into 2K19 and things like that so I can do promos. So I'm not too happy about losing the promos. But they did fix it where we can at least play Universe Mode, which a few days back you couldn't. And again, it also depends on how much you want to spend. Dragon Twist Cutter. Is that his actual... I don't even know what his stuff is, so... Let me start... I was starting to do this and I got sidetracked. I do that all the time. Pull up my notes. If I can find my notes. There we are. Now we've got a bunch of creators I've used in the past that we might be checking out here and see if they've put up some stuff. I think it was okay. Lethal was okay. Who else did we have to? Oh no, I think it was okay. I want to say Ethan was good. Kingston. And then FTR. Right. Makes more sense to put down a list and then just go bang them out one after another instead of back and forth. Omega, 99% sure his moveset was in. Oh, forget my 99%. I am wrong. So we'll download a moveset for him. A lot of big names don't have their moveset. Moveset. Statlander. That's hers, yes. What does she call her package file driver, by the way? I do not know. Matt Hardy, I would hope his moves are there, yes. Malachi, 90% sure because I've used him already. Yep. Luchasaurus. Looks good. Got the super kicks. All right. Miro's good. MJF, I think. Yeah. Ricky the Dragon. Oop. Gotta work on that one. That is the only old school content that I have downloaded. Because I really was missing him not being on the roster, and also the fact that this one looks so damn good. Okay. Got that. So most of them are good to go. Ricky Starks. I'm not sure that's his or not, so we will double check on that. Bridge Holland, I got nothing on that, man. I've only seen him like once or twice. Guaranteeing that's not it, though. Rio. I'm still not too sure about my Serena Deeb there. I might look at getting a face scan and putting that in there because this one just didn't come out so good. But I didn't see anything else to choose from either, so. Oh, we got to check on Sammy in a moment here. Scorpio. Looks good. Yeah, we're good. Ronda Rousey. I already know that one's good to go. Good to go. Thunder Rosa. Ty Conti. I'm going to presume that's accurate. I haven't seen her finishing stuff enough to know. And the power bomb, we know that's definitely there. Okay, now we know what we need. So I want to go take a quick look, though. At our Sammy Guevara and see how good it looks. Ooh, D-Train beats 2K19. Now that's strong, man. It might end up beating 2K19, but I can't say it does currently. We'll have to wait and see what the patches really do at the end of the day. Ace, man, you are speaking from my heart. Story design mode. Create a story needs to freaking come back. When they asked the fans what they wanted back in the game, that was second to GM mode. And all right, I get it. New engine, new game. You don't got, or you have 2 years, but that's not a lot when you're starting from scratch or close to scratch. But if you're not going to do both, and when I say they were number 1 and 2, number 3 was a distant number 3, then at least make sure Universe, which is the next closest thing, is as awesome as it's ever been. And it's not. You took away the promos. You should have left them in. Maybe tweak them a little bit or just leave them as is. At least have them there. There's just too much throwing out the baby with the bathwater for me. That said, once all the patches are out, and I've been trying to find out if they've announced one coming out again next. I have not seen or heard information saying yes. That is a pretty good face scan there. Yeah. That looks solid. So, did a good choice. Now, that inner circle thing, I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. Haven't broken up my inner circle, so. Got the dog tags and all that. So, good job on Sammy G. Go over here. I'm good with that. And then eventually I'll probably throw a second attire on there. Yeah, I like that one a lot. Don't know, I don't recall what the creator's name is off the top of my head, but good work. Solid work. I think it was on page 1, if I'm not mistaken, though. It'll be moving up there very quickly if it's not. So, Neil, with the universe mode, if you don't mind the loss of promos, what they've tried to do to make up for it is they have more activity, so more run-ins and story-driven feud-building kind of stuff goes on. And I'm good with that. I feel that was something, but then there's also a level of repetition. So if you have, let's say, 2 people having a feud that's medium length and high energy, and they both start their feuds at the same time, or even a week apart, 2 weeks, doesn't really matter. It appears to me so far that they run the same angles. So if there's somebody coming down to ringside to watch the match, and then the guy comes out and blah, 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 we've all seen it before, then the next week, the next guy, if they're a week behind, let's say, with all the other criteria being equal, will run the same angle and the same. I haven't seen any mix and match. I'd like to see some randomization going into that, where you don't know what's going to happen. But it seems pretty much cookie cutter to me thus far. Very early on, haven't played a lot of it yet. So I'm going to give it a little bit more time before I put an official stamp on there as to what I feel. Most people do not miss the promo thing, and I understand it really didn't do anything. The promo, who won a promo battle, didn't make a damn bit of difference. But for me, running stories here, and part of my content is based on doing voiceovers, it's hard to do that when I don't have a couple guys holding microphones. And to just do it off stage, like, they're at the broadcast booth, yeah, you can do that, but not all the time. Or I could put still photos up, and that sucks. So I'll have to go to 2K19 to do promos and pre-record the video at the very least, and then bring that in. The good thing about pre-recording the video is then I can edit it up and make it go the way I need it to go. So if I want to have somebody cutting a longer promo than you would normally have time to do, I can do that. And not. There are times where I did promos and felt I had to rush them to get it in time, whereas now I'll be able to completely control that. So that might be the positive if there's one to take away. Just know him because he broke Big E's neck. You know what? You're right. Me too. You done fucked up, man. And I'm surprised there hasn't been much backlash about that. I'd have thunk it would have been. Heads up to everybody. Tomorrow, we're going to do a live stream, an actual card. And we're going to bring the League of Legends back. I know people have been asking me, when are you going to do old school stuff? I got it coming. I promise. I know where my core is. I do like the new stuff as well. That's why I'm setting it all up so that we can bounce back and forth. Once it's all done, I'm going to have 2 or 3 different feds going here. And this way, keep it content for everybody. And keeps it fresh for me, and that's important. I'm looking for the movesets. Community creations, downloads. And now to my list. Nothing for Jungle Boy. Yikes. Strike one. Okay. John Moxley. Let's get a look here. Finisher, Brainbuster 3, DDT 3. 0 upvotes. Woofa. Let me see what we got going on here. Double underhook. There we go. Last shot, Cloverleaf. We'll take it. And is he just under Moxley, or did I put him under John? All right, so there's that. Speaking of Johns, we want John Silver next. Got a feeling I might not find that. At least not yet. Always go with the name that's going to have the least competition. Silverman, Silverback, so nothing for John Silver. Kingston. They got to have somebody that's done a Kingston. Kofi Kingston. No kidding. Nothing for Eddie. What's up? What's up? Where's the love? All right, finally something. Cash Wheeler, double knee face versus recoil. Which I thought he had that already. Yeah, we'll add it in there just to be on the safe side. And then go back here. Seventh Heaven, there you go. Very surprised there's not an Eddie Kingston, though. We got your electric chair driver, guillotine choke. Running knee lift 4, which I like that one better. Yep. D-Train back in the house. Ace, you're right, man. Old school, baby. Steamboat. Ooh, I don't know if we're going to find a steamboat. I mean, I can make one. Just, oh, what happened here? What did I select? Cameron Grimes comes up under Steamboat. Okay. Take a look for Ricky Starks here. Nothing. Dadgummit. And then the last one. And quite honestly, I have no idea what this guy's moveset is, so if it's there at all, I'll be shocked. It is there. Northern Light Bomb, Scoop Power Slam, Pounce. Okay. Ridge. Okay. Steamboat won't be hard to come up with. Moxley is good. Eddie Kingston won't be hard to come up with. And I think that was it, right? And I got to figure out what Jungle Boys is. I honestly don't. Oh, he's got the snap. What do they call it there? Snap trap. Snare trap. Snare trap. Welcome back, D-Train. All right, so most of them now are good that way. I'm not going to do the entrance checks today. I know most of them already have good entrances. And I'll hit the other ones separately later on. So like I said, tomorrow I'm going to take a day off from doing this stuff, and we're just going to do an actual show featuring the League of Legends. Hopefully you guys will come check that out. For those of you new to the channel and haven't seen that part of what we do here, that's kind of the bread and butter, man. That's what we probably, I would say, have been noted for the most up to this point. In the past, I have done other kinds of content so far as doing creative wrestlers, stuff like that. But yeah, for the most part, it's the old school stuff. So we're going to do some of that, and then eventually we'll have this AEW thing up and running. I've got some other stuff in the works. I don't want to give too much away. I got to do some cleaning up on this, but it'd be boring content, so I'm not going to do it on stream. I will give you guys a fond farewell for the evening. I want to thank you for joining us. Appreciate the likes, appreciate the views. More to come as 2K22 rolls around. I'll keep you updated on any news that I hear on the patches. Make sure you join me on Twitter at One Nation Network, and remember to share the second N. In the meantime, I'll see all of you right back here ringside next time. Until then, so long, everyone.